Hello there and welcome back to Ghost Trick, and technically the second half of last week's episode. Now about that, real quick, obviously I explained it in the last episode. If you missed that, however, I normally record 2 chapters at a time and then condense them down into 1 episode. However, these 2 chapters are incredibly story heavy and I was finding it hard to condense it down enough for time and still keep the story coherent. So I'd made the decision to split it into 2 episodes. So, that being said, last time we went to Thamesick Park in order to secure some evidence that will help with Detective Giles' case, get him off the hook. All fun and well. We turned up there, there was a little bit of a scene. Another deleted body, and investigating that one, turns out that it was an accidental death caused by Missile the dog when he was trying to save Camilla from being kidnapped. He apparently has ghost trick powers now too. His are different to ours. You know how we can manipulate objects, inanimate objects? He can actually swap 2 objects that are the same shape, as long as the same shape, or look like the same shape, basically. So he tried to save Camilla from a falling statue and swapped it with a leaf, and in so doing accidentally deleted a activist that was in the park trying to help. So we teamed up, worked together, and managed to do a second swap the statue with a rugby ball, hence saving the day, basically saving the activist's life. Couldn't stop Camilla from being kidnapped though, which is a bit of a shame. It would have solved a whole load of other problems that we have going on right now. So managed to save the activist, get the evidence. We went back off to the Justice Minister's office to hand in the evidence, and discovered that basically Detective Cabanella has been forced to, he's having a situation of himself. He rang the Justice Minister saying that Jowd needed to be executed still, and that's basically where we left off. We are heading off in this episode. We're going to be heading off to the junkyard. Basically, we're going to go see Detective Cabanella and try to get him out of his situation with the potential help of Missile, which may come in handy. Missile's in the wind at the minute. So, that being said, grab your favourite drinks and snacks, curl up somewhere comfortable, let's dive straight back in a Ghost Trick. Enjoy, guys. Enjoy. Chapter 15, 2:55 a.m. We're running out of time. 10 years ago, a man named Cecil took a little girl named Lynn hostage, and then was killed by a meteorite fragment. Tonight, a man named Cecil met a detective named Lynn at the junkyard on the edge of town, and then was killed by a bullet. But the scene I find waiting for me on the other end of the phone line feels like the final nail in the coffin of my lost memory. What the actual? I see myself. There you are, Commander Sith. Finally. Cecil, where have you been? My good man, where have we been looking everywhere for you? I had a little unfinished business to take care of. Didn't think it would take this long. What about your people? They sure went out their way to mess me up. I say, I believe we fulfilled every one of your conditions in our little deal. What right do you have to complain about anything outside our bargain? We can talk about that when we get together. This will be our last communication by telephone. We will arrive in 1 hour. I look forward to seeing you, Cecil. Okay, I don't know who they are. Dawn is approaching. The darkness surrounding my own mystery is deep. But I know it's always darkest before the dawn. Yes, we're nearing the final stages of our little deal, my good man. Yes, sir. All preparations are complete, sir. And we just had a report, sir. Lights have been spotted, sir. Have they now? By all means, let me have a look. Lights have been spotted. What do you mean lights have been spotted? Yes, we're very close. We will now disconnect from the communication cable and have no service until we arrive, sir. Very well. Wait, are they on a submarine? I just realized they must be on a submarine or something, or a ship. I'm assuming submarine because periscope. A submarine. Dang, that's a big ass submarine. Okay, so no, that was they're connected to the manual phone lines. Okay. Nice try, Inspector Cabanella. But you could never stop me. Hasta luego. See ya, sucker. No, what the hell's going on? Whose body is that? So, that submarine guy and his people have a deal going with me, do they? If that's the case, they probably aren't the ones who killed me, right? Anyway, there's definitely something behind the inspector's death. I think I better talk to him. Yeah, let's have a chat, you and I. Let's just have a chat, shall we? Hey, think you could wake up for me? Oh boy, still unconscious, eh? I guess he hasn't been dead for very long. I'll just go ahead and go back 4 minutes before his death. I'm a little nervous about what I might see there, though. But if that's where I'm going to find my answers, I can't run away from it. Alright, let's rewind time. Right, so let's pay attention. Once a criminal gets the punishment he deserves, the hostage will go free. Carry out the execution immediately and wait for our call. That's a good boy. Gee, a hostage sure is a handy thing. Gives me complete control over the top police inspector in the country. What's the matter? All those broken bones smart a bit? What's it like to feel pain? Does it make you feel alive? Why are you doing this? Now, is that any kind of question for a top inspector to ask? Isn't it obvious? Revenge, of course. Revenge on all the people who stole my life away 10 years ago. Don't be ridiculous. It was a meteorite that stole your life, or have you forgotten that? Wrong. I was murdered by all of you. Detective Jowd, who chased me down and forced me in a corner even though I was innocent. Lynn, that girl who was right there where I was running. Leanne, she was just an innocent little girl playing in the park. If that brat hadn't been there, I never would have thought of taking a hostage. That's the most self-centered garbage I've ever heard. And finally, you, Inspector Cabanella. Me? If you hadn't done what you did, I never would have pointed a gun at that kid. You were so proud of your spotless record, and my case was warm blood in it, wasn't it? Only two people I know the real truth, me and Detective Jowd. I bet tonight's execution will be quite a relief to you, won't it? One of these people who know about the stain in your record will disappear for good. That's why you didn't help him escape from prison. That's the kind of guy you are. Mean bastard. I got nothing to say to you. You never listened anyway. Okay, wait, rewind time. Excuse me. Excuse me. I have questions. Ye gods. Now then, Inspector. Time to make a big red stain on your spotless white coat. This was another condition of my deal. To wipe out everybody who knew about Temsic. Revenge? That's what I'm up to? I don't think you're him. I genuinely don't think you're him. None of this makes any sense. Hey, man. Mind telling me what's going on? Inspector Cabanela, he's awake. My head is spinning, baby. Am I to understand that Cabanela character who just got shot is me? That's right. And you're supposed to be the scoundrel there who just shot me? I guess so. But you couldn't be, could you? Huh? After all, the guy in the red suit just walked out the door, right? So, who are you? I guess I just have to face it. I'm not that Sissel guy. I'm somebody who's searching for himself. That's why I'm here to save you. At the very least, you have information about that guy in red. Information I need. So you came on a rescue mission now, did you? Nothing like the sound of that, baby. Because there's a very important life here somewhere, a life valuable to this nation. Okay, so do your thing, baby. Right, so what's the plan here? Why, for some? So are you a manipulator too? I have ghost tricks, powers of the dead, yeah, but I can't control living creatures. Anywho, I think you better be very careful. That guy in red is a manipulator. Naturally, he knows about powers like yours. If he realizes you're here, things might get a little sticky. You're right, I better be careful. Right, so that's okay, so thinking that conversation already. Look at him. There's that something emanating from his body. Is it really a sign of having special powers of the dead? I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing here. We need to do something to stop him, but we can't do anything in front of him because he's just gonna... Because if we do anything here, he's just gonna kill Cabanela quicker. So we go downstairs. What's down here? That room's been destroyed. Look at this place. Oh, is that another dead guy? Is that a dead guy? What in the world happened here? To think I'm starting to remember. Something bad happened here. And now there's another death lying hidden here. What? Another death? Didn't I tell you from the start? Didn't I say it was a very important life valuable to the nation here? I thought you were talking about you. I'm just a crazy character in a white coat, baby. Birdman? Hey, come and think of it. Where is that old pigeon guy? Right, so move the hoist. Can measuring device. Hold on. I'm going to check out the measuring device. This is some kind of device. Very astute observation. Sorry, my memory isn't working. Yeah, mine isn't working too well right now either. I do remember seeing somebody use this equipment though. Right. I don't know what that equipment is, but we can go with the toolbox. Let's go talk to this guy. Excuse me. I forgot what voice I used for the pigeon guy. Are you awake? Of course. Never sleep during work hours. Professor, do you recognize me? There's only one crazy character in a white coat that I know of. He hasn't lost his memory. I'm not the type who likes losing things. But never mind that. Gabriella, this is quite a surprising guest you brought me. Pretending like you didn't just blow up the place. You talking about me? Oh, this is a different guy, and I'm his guest, actually. He said he came to rescue us. Unlike you, my sharp friend, he still hasn't gotten his memory back. Pitiful. Ouch, that hurts. Anyway, now we're going back to 4 minutes before your death. In order to change your fate, that is. But aren't we already in the past, man? But we can go back even further. I've done it before. I still don't see a path to saving Angus back to Cabinetta. But if we go back further, maybe we'll find a lead. We're jumping back again. So he's inspecting a dead body. How many times do I have to tell you, Professor? This place is dangerous. Don't be daft. I can't leave now. He's completely dead. But just as I thought, I'm getting a reading. A meteorite reading? This is the source of his powers. If I remove it... He's not dead, he's just not there. The true form of the manipulation is something you can detect. It's a spirit. Ridiculous. Very sorry. I inhaled something there. I'm sure I inhaled. Sorry. I'm good. We're good. We're all good. So you figured it out all out, huh? So I get the feeling this manipulator is just using the body. It's got to be the meteorite. It's got to have something to do with the meteorite. You're a clever man, Inspector Cabinetta. So it's really true. I wasted a lot of time tonight because of you, Inspector. But it's all just like you said. I died 10 years ago. This body's just a vessel, a shell. I control everything, this shell, people. Just like I controlled the Justice Minister and Lynn. So it's true, you were manipulating my baby that time. You made her shoot your shell. But why? Why would you do a thing like that? To create conclusive evidence, you know, on that security tape. Now she's a murderer too. She'll suffer just like Jout did. Now then, Professor. I'm afraid it's time for you to die. I don't have any grudge against you. I'm even grateful to you. Oh yeah? Why don't you let me live then? I'll be leaving this country forever tonight, but before I do, I need to erase all evidence that these powers of mine exist. Along with the contraption in this room. What do you do? This time the thing will work the way it was meant to, and I'll be all over. Cupid won't turn this time, he'll shoot his little arrow this way. Professor, look out! So I was gonna, how did Cabanella survive? Broken ribs, mate. Dynamite, eh? When the devil did he put that there? He planned it all out tonight. Having my baby shoot him, having his corpse disappear. His corpse disappeared. That medical examiner, remember him? He was complete and utter imposter. He was blue. But blue skin, is he from another country? He said he was going to take the corpse back to the lab. But he'd already made a deal with the manipulator to meet him and give him the body back. But I wasn't going to let that happen, baby. You saw through that plan, eh? I noticed right away the medical examiner didn't know the first thing about examining a body. I knew it was a fake, so I tracked him down and bought him off. Bought him off? I had him smuggle the corpse to this room. I thought we could find the source of his powers. Of course, never in my wildest dreams did I think his abilities were powers of the dead. Anyway, there isn't much time. He's leaving the country before dawn. And I'm going to follow him, of course, after I save you two. But something's been nagging at the back of my mind. Remember what Ray said to me tonight? He said that spirits cease to exist when the day breaks. But if that's true, how could a spirit from 10 years ago still be here? No time for thinking now, baby. Action is the name of the game. Work your magic and take us back, even further into the past. So are we going back a third time? Oh, we're alright. Right, so... definitely can't do anything with that. Can't do anything with this. We can examine that, which is not going to do any good. Examine the measuring device. Can we open the trapdoor? It's no use. Can't open it. Could the fact that Professor standing on it have anything to do with it? I may look small, but I'm pretty heavy set. Sounds so proud of that fact too. This door, such a pity. Too bad it doesn't open downward. Sometimes life can be so hard. Wouldn't you agree, Professor? Yeah, that's why we're both dead. A door that opens downward, eh? What exactly does that mean? Examine. Fool, what do you think you're doing? I just thought I'd try it out. If you do, you're gonna set the contraption in motion. Oh yeah. I just thought... he just thought he blew me up is what he thought. Oops, that was my bad. Bet there aren't a whole lot of things I can use my tricks on in this room. I'm wondering what's that down there. How do I get there? Can I get... This thing opens... upwards. Can I get to the... toolbox? It's not going to let me do anything. Oh, I'm just waiting. Do I need to go to the toolbox, or am I waiting for him to move off this thing? I get the feeling I'm wasting time. I should be doing something, not waiting. Hi. Okay. I'll see. He mentions downward. I don't quite know what he means by that, because I can't make it down. Get off the trapdoor, will you? I don't really know. Okay, skip. If we can stop this toy from spinning, I can halt the contraption, but that won't really solve anything. There's a smart boy. If you stop the explosion, you'll just find another way to get me. And it would probably give away the fact that you're here too. So I have to rescue without stopping the explosion. Is that even possible? That's what has to be done. Deal with it. How do I do that though? That's my problem. How the heck do I do that? Because I can't interact with any of this. I can't interact with the trapdoor. I can't be thingy that. Sissel. Hey, I know that voice. Help me. Where are you? Find me before I'm carried away. What's with the frail sound and call for help? He's here somewhere. Miss Al? Friend of yours? Yep, little guy that looks a little fragile, but strength that surprise you. Well, he's asking you to find him before he's carried away, no less. But I'm almost out of time. Should I look for him? Yes, I think we should. Is he? I don't know where he is though. Am I waiting right until the explosion? Because I can't go anywhere. So I don't know where Miss Al is. Sizzle! There he is again. Farewell! Sounds like your little pal was carried away. Where was he? Maybe you should have tried to find him somehow. I don't know where he is. Maybe you should have looked around, you know, from corner to corner, baby. Now what? Maybe you should start over. I'm gonna have to. Wait, I think I get it. We're supposed to look, not move around. We're supposed to look around with the camera. Guess I better rewind the clock again, see if I can pick up any of the clues. Right, so we need to find Miss Al. He's in here somewhere. I think last time we skip that. Yes. Skip. I've read all this before. Leaf. There he is. Sissel, here I am. Alright, so that's what we missed. I didn't have to move down, I had to look around for him. Oh hey, it's Missile! What are you doing there? Do you really have to ask? Seriously, are you really going there? No, that's okay, never mind. Anyway, I need your powers. Will you help me out? Of course! Yeah, let me come join you. Into the tire. Nice, okay. Okay, here I am, Sissel. Now maybe things will flow in a new direction. Even on the floor of the sewer is a little bit stinky. Okay, so we have a checkpoint. Alright. Toy cake. See, he's got extra room, hasn't he? The squeaking guys are making a fuss about something. Cecil, my animal instincts are starting to surface. If you mean you want to chase him, I think you have to be alive to do that. There must be some kind of rat feast in that trash can. Those things usually make a bigger commotion than that. A bigger commotion, eh? Right, so can we swap these? Yes? I don't know what that does for me. What does that do for me? Oh wait, more rats. Now that's what I call proper commotion. They're making that trash can dance. Truth be told, I feel a bit like dancing right now myself. It's getting harder and harder to hold my wild instincts back. What a dangerous bunch. There's a lot of people in my head right now. And swap for that. Oh wait, I think I get it. Alright. We can swap those. Do we have to time it perfectly? Do you remember how I use my powers? Yeah, you can swap things that have the same shape, right? Well, to be precise, I can swap things that look like they have the same shape. What's the difference? As I was being carried by the wind and falling into the river, I realised something. If you look at things from different angles, it looks different. You know, that's a pretty good point for a little doggy who came in with the sewage. Wait, why am I talking? I don't know what's going on right now. Professor, look out! I think I mistimed that. Wait. Wouldn't it? Alright. Let's try again. Right, so it's 0 now. Let's swap. Not too late. Yes! Alright. Get in. Right. That took a couple of goes. That was a lot more complicated than I thought it was going to be. Sorry, little pigeon. As for you, Inspector, I have a little job for you. I can't move, man. I think I have 4 or 5 broken ribs. I don't mind. It won't prevent me from manipulating you. It might make it hurt a little bit when I move you, though. Quite a bit, actually. Damn you. Bird. Hello. Hi. So we now have to save Carbonella. He's apparently really important. I can't believe it. You lot actually pulled it off. Sorry, Inspector Carbonella. Couldn't do anything to help you. And there I am, poor broken heap of arms and legs. But no matter, I enjoyed the show. The magic disappearing act, that is. Nothing like it, baby. Yeah, except unlike a normal magic trick, I'm the one who managed to vanish without trace here. Alright, that's kind of cool. Right. So we need to save Carbonella now. 2 deaths in quick succession. Alright, so that's 1 done. What's the matter? You look like you'd rather be dead. Not that you aren't. I was just remembering the fact that right about now, the real me is giving the poor Justice Minister a real fright. Oh, that phone call? Yeah, he was pretty upset. Excuse me, mister. You really shouldn't be mean like that. And what's this lively little creature? Oh, this little doggy is a warrior who keeps Camilla safe. Or he would be if he was actually still full of life. Camilla? Gods in heaven, what a terrible thing. That poor little girl taken hostage. It's a cruel twist of fate indeed. Wait just a minute. Miss Camilla is a hostage? Yes, we're sorry, little warrior. Miss Camilla? A hostage? What's a hostage? I don't think we're going to tell him. Anyway, Inspector Cabanella, it's time to save your life now. But you couldn't get very far when you tried before, am I right? This time, it's different, right, Sizzle? That's right. With us working together, it's a whole different situation. We'll save the Inspector in white and then we'll go rescue Camilla, okay? Okay, let's go hurry up and go get through this. Gee, kids, you're making me feel like an afterthought. Hopefully not. Alright, so how are we going to get upstairs? Alright, let's get started. Inspector Cabanella is upstairs, so our first step is to get up there. Cecil, I'll go up first and wait for you. Thank you. A little help. Okay, lovey-dovey. Loved it. Lovey-dove. We need your help. Carry this measuring device upstairs. It has Mr. Ghost in it, so don't drop it. Wait, am I actually in? I'm already in that? Yes? Thank you, bird. Right, so I can get into there. Now I can get into that. Okay, so we're upstairs. There you are, Cecil. Sorry for the wait, Miss Al. 4 minutes from now, the inspector will be killed by a gun. You just jump in there and stop him from firing, would you? There you go again with that stuff. Besides, it doesn't make any sense. If you stop him from firing, he'll just kill you some other way. Wait a minute, that sounds familiar. Yep, same situation as mine. Your best bet this time around is to allow him to shoot and then save Cabanilla without him noticing. Whew, it's even worse than last time. Anywho, jump in there and do something. Okay, I'm ready to jump in, Cecil. Don't forget, whenever you want to use my powers, just tap right trigger. Okay, I can't get anywhere up here. Can I switch to a knit hat? I can't move that, can I? No, no, I don't want to talk. Okay. I don't know how I'm getting across the thing unless I'm waiting for the... I need to wait for the kettle, because the kettle's going to hit the floor, isn't it? Alright, so now we can get in the kettle. Now we can get up into the desk lamp. Now I can swivel that. Swivel. Right, so what's the plan now? I don't know what the plan is. Why have I turned this thing? I got nothing to say to you. You'd never listen anyway. Right, so he comes back to life. Right, so what am I doing? I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. Have I got to swap the helmet with something? This was another condition of my deal, to wipe out everybody who knew about Temesc. Chances coming up. Last split second, right? Leave it to me. Okay, so are we... Would you look at that? The bullet's hanging in midair between the gun and the inspector's forehead. Now's the chance. I'm hearing the bullet right now. Let's swap this little thing with something else. What? What shape is the bullet though? Can I swap the bullet with a helmet? Because the helmet's vaguely bullet shaped. Would that work? Is that going to work? There's got to be something here with the same shape and direction as the bullet. Helmet. Oh! That's got a smart... Oh, okay, I think I might get it. That didn't go well. Okay, we did... Right concept, but I think I may need to swap... I may need to swap the hat, the knit hat on the other side. We tried swapping what we could find, but it just made things worse. Not nice, kids. Not nice at all. You put a dent in my lovely mask. I guess we better look for something softer to swap with. Alright. From beginning. Please say I don't have to go right away from the beginning. Oh, we're alright. We're okay. We're okay. Swivel the lamp. Now, so he doesn't see us. Now, do I remove... Lock the helmet. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I don't know what purpose that... I don't know what purpose that did. Is that a little bit further? Oh, we're... Okay, so that's a little bit closer now. So can I get across here? Move the step ladder real quick. Go, go, go. Run out of time. Go into the poster. Sis will get in here. Jiggle the hat, what does that do? Okay, so that looks... Oh, wait, I think I get it. I think I get it. I think I get it. Move back. Missile. Swap those two. Okay. Nice. I think I've got it. I've got it here. No, I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. Right, I'm going to stay in the helmet. We're going to swap to thingy. I think we're in a good spot now because we can now hit him with the other hat. We'll swap the hats over. I think we may have done it. If we get this right, I'm going to be mightily impressed with myself because that's mightily a little bit more complicated and it was under a time stream. This is another condition of my deal. To wipe out everybody who knew about Temisk. Right. We've done this before. Time freeze. Now we're in a better position because we can swap the bullet with the woolen hat, and the wool hat won't kill him, and we'll be all right. I don't know how that's gonna save us. Yes, there is. This hat. Swap them over. Pretend to be dead. Are you gonna leave? Just don't move. We'll be fine. I don't think you noticed. Looks like you pulled off another magic disappearing act. And now I say again, I love knit hats, so warm and most of all soft. Did I do all right? You did a fine job, little one. You saved another life, and I'll keep doing it too, over and over. Are we good? What I just saw in these 4 minutes gave me all the answers I've been looking for. All our research these past 10 years pales in comparison, right, Professor? So you two were working together. That's about the size of it, yeah. Who would have believed the story about a manipulator? So we pursued it ourselves, just the two of us. I'm quite a crazy character myself, after all. Okay, let's hurry back to our time. We have to rescue Miss Camilla. You're right, Miss Al. And there's a certain guy I have to follow too. Do I have to follow myself? I have to follow me body. Although I don't know if it's actually my body. After completing his revenge on Inspector Cavanella, the man in red left, and now a new story is about to unfold in a new present. How are you feeling, you old crazy character? Hey there, Prof. We're both alive, I see. Yeah, nothing like it, baby. But I don't know if I'm getting old or what. I got a few aches and pains here and there. Used to be a little thing like an explosion wouldn't bother me. Yeah, right. Like I'm gonna believe that. So what? The guy in red's gone, eh? Just in case, I posted special investigation units all around the building. Let's just pray the boys came through for us. Is you gonna be alright? I think you definitely got some broken ribs. Damn it, you picked a bad time not to listen to me, body of mine. What we're doing? Well, it looks like both of the deaths were erased. Unfortunately, in the case of the Inspector in white, I can't call it a complete success. But in any case, these two have the information I need to start tracking the manipulator. I better talk to them. Alright, so let's have a chat, you and I. Let's go Cabanella. If I knew things were going to end up like this, I would have tried to die in the explosion, baby. That way I could have been dancing after a big raid by now. I might be able to erase stats, but it's true I can't do much about injuries. But really, you shouldn't talk that way. Yeah, sorry, I suppose. You're right. I just hate feeling so helpless. He was right there within my grasp. All our plans were resting on tonight, and then this had to happen. I guess you think about this spotless record. It's not too late, Inspector. We still have a chance. Maybe I can catch him. Say, you're right. That's not a bad idea. I'll cooperate with you fully. Go ahead and fire away with any questions you like, Mr. Ghost. Revenge. That guy mentioned revenge. Revenge against the people who stole his life away 10 years ago. He's a fool. He's the one who made the decision to take that little girl hostage, and he would round up dead. He only has himself to blame. But what about this? But what about when he said this? I was murdered by all of you. Detective Jowd, who forced me into a corner, Lynn, the girl who was playing in the park, and finally you, Inspector Cavanella. If you hadn't done what you did, I never would have pointed a gun at that kid. Yes, 10 years ago on that day, the Special Investigation Unit was working on a certain big case. We hauled in a young man, an important witness to an investigation. And then I did it. I made two very stupid mistakes. Detective, I'm telling you, I don't know anything about it. Fine, fine. You're under no obligation to talk, of course. But if you don't, Special Investigation Unit can make the rest of your life a living hell. But I'd just been assigned to the Special Investigation Unit, you see. They didn't share much info on big cases with a newbie like me yet. I wanted to impress them. It was only supposed to be a simple matter of taking this statement. But I was too green. I pushed him too hard. I drove him into a corner and made him lose all hope. That was my first mistake. Then I made another mistake on top of that. Caminella, got a minute? The chief wants to see you about your report. Got it. I'll be right there. You stay right here and be a good boy now. That was his second mistake, leaving him unattended. And that's when I did it. I left it behind in the interrogation room. My gun. How could you? He used my gun to escape. What he said is true. If I hadn't made that mistake, he never would have had a gun to point at the lane in the first place. Okay, tell me about the manipulator. What do you know about him? We first found out about the manipulator's existence during a certain overseas communication. Overseas communication? For national security purposes, this country keeps tabs on the communications networks. This particular communication was about making a deal with a certain foreign country. He said he wanted them to buy him and his powers. That's how we first heard about him, of course. We didn't know what he looked like at the time. And in order to prove these powers of his, he gave them two predictions. He foresaw two completely preposterous, impossible cases. The case of a man who would sing national secrets during a live rock concert broadcast, and the case of a man who would take the chief commissioner hostage in his own office. Those two inmates at the special prison, eh? We kept tabs on their communications and launched an investigation. And then, finally, we pinpointed where they were going to meet tonight and staked it out. In the bar. That restaurant, the Chicken Kitchen. The manipulator plans on leaving this country tonight on a submarine that belongs to the other country in this deal. Submarine? But we haven't been able to find out where it's going to surface. Terrifying to think that what would happen if his powers would have fallen into their hands. Right, highly unlikely they'd use them for peaceful purposes. And now they have that little girl as a hostage. Camilla. We have to stop him before he leaves the country. Tell you what, Spotless, this is really important to you. This Spotless record of yours. Is it really that important to you? Very true. Of course, baby. In some ways, it's more important to me than my life. Than your life, eh? After all, it's because of my record that I'm able to get the hands on all intel as head of the Special Investigation Unit. And because of my position, I get to direct all aspects of the investigation into a manipulated case. That's why. The manipulated case? That's why you care about your record so much? I can understand that. Of course, why else, baby? I just never could believe it, man. Zhao shooting Alma. I didn't care that he confessed. There was definitely something more to the story, some secret. I did everything I could to climb the ladder, everything in my power. Then I finally found the answer. Took 5 long years though. The manipulator. He's going to prove that Zhao is innocent. What incredible determination. Let's talk about it. There's one thing I just don't understand. If you were so determined to help Detective Zhao, why didn't you help him escape from prison? That's an easy one, baby. Escaping from prison is a I wasn't about to help him commit a crime after spending 5 years trying to prove him innocent. And he himself asked to be executed, you know. As a man of the law, I had to make sure the execution was stopped legally. And that's why I brought him before the Justice Minister too. I needed to buy as much time as possible, as I possibly could, baby. So that's it, eh? But there's one little unfortunate result of all this. Lynn completely misunderstood your intentions. Huh. What's a little misunderstanding, my baby? My baby will come round, give it time. But there are more important things to do with our time tonight. Yeah, we need to head out, don't we? Hey, wait, am I talking to him? Mr. Superintendent, do you mind if I talk to you for a minute? I haven't always been a junkyard superintendent, you know. I used to be part of the police. The police, huh? Probably forensics. Not as a detective, but as a medical examiner. I investigate victims' cause of death. 10 years ago, I was asked to autopsy a strange corpse, hit by a meteorite fragment and died instantly. That's what the police report said. There were no signs of life. He was definitely dead, but I never filed an autopsy report. That's because the corpse suddenly vanished, leaving behind only one clue. An unusual corpse. I bet that's what I've been chasing all night. Could you tell me more? Yeah, sure. I have an interest in you recovering your memory and finding your true identity too. So, if that's not my corpse, then who am I? Or is it actually genuinely me? That's the only way I can describe it too. It was an unusual corpse. He was dead alright, no question about that. There wasn't a scratch on him. No scratch? But I thought he was hit by a meteorite fragment. I don't understand it any more than you do. Alright. I was completely bewildered, but when I tried to autopsy him, I was even more puzzled. I couldn't perform the autopsy. You couldn't? What do you mean? Scalpel went in, but couldn't cut it. As soon as I tried to make an incision, it would heal up in the very next instant. And that's how it went. And no scarring in the blood either. That's very weird. And I never had the chance to solve the mystery. That's because the corpse up and vanished on us. The morgue is well guarded. Nobody could have stolen that body. But there was one way the corpse could have disappeared. What's that? Just got up and walked out? Maybe? Yeah, just got up and walked out. Wasn't taken by anyone, just walked out. I mean, who's going to question a live body? It got up, opened the door, and walked out on its own. What? He was dead, but he wasn't dead. We saw it with our own eyes tonight. Not even that explosion could kill him. He didn't even feel it when he slammed his fist into that stove. So what's the clue left behind? The corpse left behind some data from some testing I did. I got some readings for some kind of radiation coming off that body. Radiation? I used all kinds of instruments, but I couldn't determine exactly what kind of radiation it was. Some undiscovered type from a world unknown. Wait a minute, could it be, is he an alien? Are we dealing with an alien right now? Is that really what? That's right. It was coming from that meteorite fragment. I could see the glow in the ghost world. I went to that park and tested the spot where the meteorite fell. And just as I expected, detected radiation coming from that crater was the exact same pattern of radiation as that of this corpse. At the time I thought he was some kind of immortal being. He would die only to come back to life. I wanted to research it all in depth, so I quit my job as police medical examiner. That when you came to the park, not the park, the junkyard. Several years later, I came to learn the connection between my research and the manipulator case. Thanks to our unravel of this crazy character here. Oh, stop now, Professor. Do you want to see me blush? Okay, how did Cabanella find you, though? I suppose you probably used to work together. Never mind, I answered my own question. It was about a year ago, I'd say. This man in white came dancing in my research lab here. Very glamorous. I heard there was now a ball here who's researching Temsic. Is that you, baby? Who are you to be calling anybody an oddball? I was investigating the manipulated case then, and then I heard there was a man who quit the police force to study the meteorite. When I heard that, it was like a meteorite had struck me on the head. At the time, we were just starting to get leads on this manipulator. We didn't know who he was yet, but we knew he was communicating with a certain foreign country. In one of those communications, we heard the manipulator say this. The source of my... pardon me. The source of my power is not of this world. I'm getting thirsty, sorry. Yeah, doing the voices takes a lot out of you, just so you know. I'm really thirsty right now. Because I've been going for over 2 hours recording now. You're probably not going to see 2 hours of recording. It's going to be because it's going to be cut down. But it's been a while. I've been going a while. And that's when I put 2 and 2 together, baby. The manipulated case and Temsic was somehow connected. Which also explained how 5 years ago he used his powers to manipulate a birthday surprise a little girl made for her mother. He added that gun to the contraption most likely by controlling Camilla. Okay. So who is this guy? Is he an alien? Did he come from the meteorite? Is he an actual alien? Or what? And is my body real? Is it made of rubber? Is it a rubber body? Would make sense. That'd be really weird. That'd be incredibly weird. So that contraption in the basement here, you built that to try and help Detective Jowd? That's right. Jowd and I worked together back when I was with the Force. I used the reports to his case to try and recreate the device. But there was just one part of it that I couldn't reproduce, no matter how hard I tried. Camilla told Jowd it did something it shouldn't have. It made an impossible move. I added that part of the device I created, but in a part that wouldn't allow Cupid to rotate, otherwise the gun wouldn't fire. So that must mean somebody manipulated Camilla's contraption. As a result, we proved to ourselves that manipulator actually existed. Inspector Cabanella. Hey, baby. Sorry about that phone call. I must have sounded like a real villain. I hate to spoil your image of me. Of that cool cat inspector you always looked up to. Is that the real image she had of him? Excuse me. Inspector Cabanella, I'm sorry, I just heard you're chasing after that man all this time to try and help Detective Jowd. This manipulator is such a dangerous character. I was hoping you didn't have to be involved. So that's why you had me arrested tonight, isn't it? Like I always say, if somebody's in the way, throw him in the slammer. Yikes. Tonight, I really thought we finally had him. But my body gave out on me right at the critical moment. It's like a cruel joke. Ha ha ha. But a joke is a joke. If you might as well laugh. Jowd. The minister called off the execution order. And while he was at it, he let Detective John go free until tomorrow morning too. That's a pretty extreme. While he was at it. Sorry, I completely lost my train of thought there. Sorry I took so long to get here. You can leave the rest to me. There you go again. You've always been like that. You make everybody else run around and then you swoop in at the last second. Child. Hey, cool. 5 years ago, you left this coat with me just before you turned yourself in. I promised to give it back to you one day. You may want to take your smock off. I mean, you still got your prison uniform on. I guess we'll just go in prison uniform. That's a very unique look. I've been waiting so long, Detective Joud. Waiting for this day to come. Thanks for not giving up on me, Lynn. Okay, I'm off then. Good luck, my old friend. Pocket watch. This present you gave me is just what I needed. Thank you. Glad you like it. Okay, there's something to do with that watch. Cecil, are you there? Yeah, I'm here. You and I have to go find that man. I need your help. Will you do this with me? Sure, but how? We don't know where the submarine is and the phone line doesn't work. They use communication cables to make the calls. We'll get you hooked up somehow. You'll see. Could you wait here until we do, please? Okay, fine. I'm counting on you. This true self you're looking for. I bet you'll find it soon. Alright, I'm leaving to Inspector Cabanella. It's almost dawn. I'm not who I thought I was. I'm actually further from knowing who I am than ever. I have a lot of questions. I'm not gonna lie. The body, the fact that his body was here and it's moving around by itself and it's being possessed by someone else. Who's it being possessed by? I have no clue what's going on right now. But now I don't feel so alone. I don't even know how this is going to end. Each one of us has for his or her own reasons, are looking for the truth. Together I think we can shed light on these mysteries and drive away the darkness. But it's almost dawn. We are running out of time. End of chapter? Yes, end of chapter. That's very cool. Right. Got loads of unlocks right there. I've no idea what they're good for, but we've got loads of unlocks. Yes, I want to save the game. Save. No, I don't want to continue because we are unfortunately out of time. I have majorly overrun. It's probably not going to be. Obviously, the episode's not going to be this long. That's what I'm just saying. I'm actually going to go big Mig. Yeah, the episode's not going to actually be this long. I'm going to trim it down as much as I can. I've actually been recording for 2 hours 25 minutes. I'm incredibly thirsty. Like I said, I'm physically drained. Doing the voices and reading everything out like that, it takes a lot out of you. So I'm glad. I'm happy to do it though. I'm happy to do it. It makes it a lot better than just doing a monotone reading, in my opinion. I hope you do enjoy it. Bloody hell, I have questions. I have no idea how this game's going to end. We've got 2 more chapters to go. And I genuinely don't know how it's going to end. Who the manipulator is. Is it Ray, the guy that was in the person, or the Ray who was in the lamp who taught us about my powers? Is it actually him? Is it someone else entirely? Is it an alien from the meteorite? The guy's got a bit of meteorite in his back, and then now he has powers. Is that where I got my powers from? I genuinely have no clue what's going on. The mystery is afoot. But however, we're going to find out next time. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you have, let me know in the comment section below. If you are new here, welcome. Thank you for hanging out. Come check out some other stuff that we have going on. We would love to have you here. Bound to be something else on the channel that you enjoy. If you're not new here, welcome back. Thank you again for all the support. It is much appreciated. Every little helps. Everything you do helps me out, and I'm always thankful for it. Thank you all for hanging out with me today. I love you all from the bottom of my heart, and you all know what's coming, or you should anyway. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. And as always, just see you on the flip side. Bye bye.